Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, and thank you very much, Sierra Leoneans, for our patience and the idea set in our different way right now for able for new updates. See, I also go on the personal side. I will start by saying the traffic and start. Precisely around 3:05 on that fateful day, we get a warning call to the National Fire Force since State House day on fire. And what we do, we dispatch two of the new fire engines immediately for rush gun at the scene. And when they reach, they're able for say some parts go to the entire State House. Some parts are installed in the fourth floor, the day on fire. And that we therefore generates interest in the fire service. And from that, we take about 10 minutes for you for entering the State House. We don't do that initial assessment. They don't send feedback to all commanders around Western area. We begin the operation immediately. The two engines then attack from two different plants. While they didn't attack, we able for marshal all our fire engines. Then all fire engines we available in the Western area. Watch that fire scene. So I mean, before it is even 4 o'clock now, all the fire engines they did it, and in fact, it will interest me for say, me personally as chief officer, I mean, lead the operation. I mean, lead the operation from start so till we finish the particular operation. And when we did the operation, we fight the fire. The intensity of the fire is on the top floor. Yeah, the fourth floor are one or two offices there, but at the third floor, and like I say, are just within that inside what they call the west wing, the central part of the west wing. So not to the entire west wing will be fire, not the entire east wing will be fire. Whoever will meet the fire, will tell make sure the fire will move away from there or go to other wings and will destroy other areas. We see the fire in that particular area. And make sure to stabilize it. Yes, the operation takes me a very long time to many people then. It takes me up to 4 hours because now 7:15 and we actually extend the operation. But during that fight, a lot of activities take place. We therefore use, like I say, all fire engines at the western area. We therefore draw a 20,000 liter Bowser for Boomer for able for can support and augment. Able for draw police firefighters and a hot can with 2,000 liter fire engine. Let's say can support the operation. So we all believe it, and by our government in grace and it's the professionalism of the market, we aim for bring that fire under control. You know, extend go past outside in the day at the time of the issue. We did it and we able for us the fire. So now as to the extent of damage against the hearts, like I say, the third floor, some offices there burned. Some were nearly burned completely, some were nearly partially burned, some of the offices there. Then the fourth floor and all the 2 offices there will become affected. Then the stairway will go right up after the 4th floor. One small stairway will go down the collapse. During the firefighting, some firemen will try for ascending for whole extinguishing other fire. It collapses we all. In fact, we said that one of the people will collapse it. But we all need a protective kit. I'm not going to dress like that dress so for me to Mr. Minister in camera. I believe in the real firefighting kit. So when it collapses, we all just go up and everybody move about and try to bring the fire under control. And I want to use the opportunity to thank everybody, the NDMA, the police. You see one thing of fire, when you get serious police control, especially inside the IGSS every day, when you make sure to take over traffic control management, we not get that problem before. When they run up and down, they go for a time and they do it, we get traffic problem on. We get full coordination, we able for all that fire with every type of professionalism we will get.
Thank you very much, sir. I want to just speak us as a Sierra Leonean, as a citizen of Sierra Leone, and as a spokesperson for the government of Sierra Leone. I want to put on record deep admiration and gratitude to you and the members of the National Fire Force. Good Friday happened for months. Few people there. Then they wear some kits that they won't go inside it. That's the definition of heroism. I've been getting the privilege for good day, just in the middle of some of our operation, and I witness you personally, the day kids a day up day, defects this fire. You deserve the country in respect, the country in appreciation, and the country in support. Because if not for Una, the work Una do, sometimes that fire they don't take over the entire building, jump across other places. But because of what you just explained, that did not happen. Now, I want to tell a story here because I want the family know the facts. First day, you just explained, you get the call about 3:05. In between 10 and 15 minutes, Fire Force did not deploy at the sites. Two of the new, take note of the word new, that means they get new fire engine. That's also sad. We know already did it. They start the process and they realize the fire, a big fire, it requires, and the building complex, also, they require additional support. And this is the state of power. When I mobilize and get every single fire station in Western Urban and Western Rural for can send whatever equipment they get, for join you, for feds. One thing we know mentioned directly, but our family know, nobody not die. Nobody not sustain a major injury, as we know. Including, as my area, one of the steps that collapsed. In the day, when the step collapsed, and they all calm down. Why? Because government will not provide protective equipment. We they be wearing. We employ in that fight day where we defend this fire. When they reach the fire in the third and fourth floor, the vets will keep the fire from moving away from the third and fourth floor. So they contain the fire at the third and fourth floor, and the vets until the fire be done. I mean, the when you can't do now for say the fire will not get confidence, it will not extinguish. The Honorable Vice President will be the Chief of Police, NDMA General CC and others. I want for you just remind me how long it take a total for fight this fire, and then the other of people will call you into a meeting and give you another task with a part of your job. First thing in the morning, you go back inside State House. When I've been doing preliminary assessment, plenty people don't talk about waiting cause the fire speculation day. You are the professional. Please share with the public with a professional view on the cause of the fire. You can start with how long it will take for the fire and then what to do. And then I want to come to that conclusion on a professional view, preliminary for now, on the cause of the fire. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. We used exactly 4 hours, 10 minutes. Remember, I told you I say we get the call at 3:05 and at 7:15 we don't extend the operation. And that's now, are they up when I talk with the Honorable Vice President directly, and they be right at the top of State House when I tell her how say the operation not done. And it is so instrumental in knowing waiting they happen. So in order, say as you can go, if I meet that make I shed tears. I not ever meet up that kind of experience in my life. As I come down from the Honorable Vice President, all ministers that were present, including the brother, the Minister of Information, They were all down there waiting for me at that State House garden, the State House lawn, for him for can talk to them. And I nearly shed tears because that was the first time for him to call me national heroes. But then I'm not the one for John a hero because State House they go. And we do it in we supposed for do professionally. Now as to the cause of the fire, you see, I will tell you categorically clear, or say in my opinion and the opinion of the entire fire service, we believe say this is not electrical fire. But not to electrical fire, we get something for do with MP or EDSA or whatever. This is not electrical fire, we get for do with the appliance that we use inside the building. We able for do a lot of research at the building after, because one of the vice president don't do the order, so for do all the research and then we able for look at the site that we born. We meet up, plug them, we switch on. We meet up, plug them, then extension, then we normal extension they will buy. Something of very, very low standard. I mean, you can buy extension today, you connect them, you feel say now bad electricity, but now the extension will buy the material. You see, the extension then are rubber. Now rubber they take for insulator. So if the insulating power of that particular material become compromised for any whatever reason, it begins to fire. We realize say plug and the day maybe they still on. We realize say even ACs, we meet up 1 or 2 ACs the day will be they on. Yeah, as of the time. So looking at the electrical connections that will be there now ground and scatter and the wall them and others, lead we for able for now begin to check, go cable to cable. They trace what you call fire behavior. I mean, fire behavior, I'm not going to explain everything about fire behavior inside this program. It took me 6 months now waiting for able for study fire behavior. But using the fire behavior technique and be able to know the movement of the fire, that make me logically conclude for say this is an electrical fire based upon the appliance system, with what you can call normally we call it the applied load. They call it this building, they don't belong. This AC which now applied load. All the ACs and all the electrical material then are applied load. Now the building is supposed to carry a particular load. If you overload them, it will cause fire. Then if you put a cable then we see now some of the offices then, you know that State House, the floor then that third and the 4th floor will be there. Now both floor. That's what they build in ancient time. Now carpet then they pray on top. Now we don't go to State House, if you work on top of the carpet, you don't go say na both floor. So when you put carpet on top of the both floor, how do they fix the carpet then? Then evo stick and they pray first and then put the carpet because you don't want carpet then for the move more. Evo stick na highly combustible material. When that one they meet fire, in fact that will be one of the reasons why make me smoke. Black smoke will go all over because the carpet them and the evo stick will be able for act as accelerants for accelerate the spread at which the fire they go. We'll be able to know that quick and some of the carpet then they will be able to wrap off so that we'll be able to bring the situation under control. So authoritatively from the fire point of view as chief officer of this public, I see with an authoritative parliament, I get all the facts. You see, when we talk, I don't already write the entire fire report. Already I talk so now waiting the inside this fire report. We are not already forward. Authoritatively speaking, an electrical fire we get to do with electrical malfunction of appliance that will be done inside the building.
I want one quick follow-up question on the data. The NDMA chief said they no record 75 fire. 78. See, man, pay attention. And then they pay attention. Test. So now I won't pass this test. Give me your data. Fires for body and stats.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. we dey record every fire. I mean, NDMA record which they call critical infrastructure. We dey record everything. We data dey show say from January, February, and March, now 201 fire. And fire force conflict right across the country. 201. And the breakdown is as follows. Western region, we record 119 fire incidents. Southern region, 35. Northwest, 19. Northeast, 19. Northwest, 6. Eastern region, 32. We make 201 fire from January to March. From where we begin April, we don't record 15 fires, including the unfortunate incident at State House.
So that means we talk 216
fire incidents
from January to April.
Exactly.
And that included 34 fire this morning?
Yes, sir, including 34.
Okay. And I'll hand over to you. Let's just talk about capacity and which we don't do so far for big capacity. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. On the issue of capacity, we don't able, you see, people that they follow the fire service, we're able for no for say. Last year, through His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Mandabio, Fire Force be able for launch new fire engines in Africa. In fact, the Fire Force training school, now then we launch them fire engines immediately. And that very, very daily, we able for pass out a number of firefighters, new recruits, enter into the service. And within that particular week, the government get approval for there we go into contract for additional fire engines. That contract they own for able to get additional engines. We don't already get approval for new additional recruits. That contract, that program they own. And I know say but people they didn't we know say people they don't do application to Fire Force now. And then they go through the different processes. Now, inside this present administration, not less a person than His Excellency the President, when we begin to get, when President begin for look and say, not to Freetown one and go and Kenima and Makeni no more for enjoying Fire Force facility. Through President directives, we begin for build fire stations in other areas. We build Kailam, we build Pigeon, we build Kabbalah, who are the first thing. In fact, His Excellency the President, President Bio, na Ingo Commission, in first appearance na Fire Force, na for go commission the Kailam Fire Station, where they right now and the South people live in that community. Yeah, we're able for don't build Pigeon, we don't build Kabbalah, we dey wait for commission them. We before don't commission them last year. But we not be able for commission the last year because the equipment there no be don't come for them yet. You know, we just commission a building, you call it a fire station, you not get fire engine, you not get personnel. Then now ordinary, I mean, you just make mockery. I remember when President we go commission Kailam, he asked me if people they want for get to Kailam, waiting for you. I give them the call sign for Kailam. Usai I give the call sign. President we elect for testings. I take a phone. Right in front of the public, we dial the number. Somebody in the control room answered, fire service Kailam, and he was extremely happy. Now we don't build Kailam, Pujon, Kabbalah. We don't build one more station now the Western rural. In fact, now the Usai we training school day. We don't build a response center now that same training school. So now two, you get the training school at one side, you get a response center, what we call the Waterloo Fire Service, or you can normally because na Simaton today, na Waterloo, we normally call it Simaton Fire Force. Currently, we don't finish for being put local. We don't finish for being Mabuka. We didn't end for being bombed. There were a foreign infrastructural development then we did go on. And then stations there were don't call, not to them all get fire engines as of now. We get from for say, waiting at the normally tell we big one and some people in there we don't hear even a budget oversight and other areas. Fire service business, not totally business, it has been neglected for a very long time. President Bio come and he decides say, let us put a wheel, let us begin the restart, let us begin. So now in effort don't make we don't able for fix all that. Then even the airports, the national airports in this country, we go there right now with fire personnel where they under the command, making sure that people when they go out and in inside this country, they're always safe. Yeah? Right now, as we talk so, the fire safety bill and policy, for the first time for introduce a fire safety bill and policy, it on that policy and bill launched in cabinet. Now cabinet before just send and go parliament, and then that's the end. We pass them into law. But in the wisdom of His Excellency in the Vice President and other members of cabinet, they therefore advise say this policy and bill we for send them back to the people for which they call popularization, so that the people then were able to put their opinion into the document, then were able to own the document, so that when the document will revert back to cabinet, it will get not only the opinion of the firefighters, it will get the opinion of Sierra Leone. And that popularization, now we get right now. We don't get everything set for the popularization. Once it is sanctioned, we will go on, we will begin engage people in Freetown, Abon, Makeni, Konon, everywhere in this country. We will engage everybody on the popularization. Doing the popularization, we engage everybody for look at this bill and policy. So that when we send them back in the cabinet, it will be the view of all man in this country. And the view of His Excellency that we not for just pass a law like that. It's supposed all man for the water. Right. And that brings the popularization. So then somebody asks, they say Cambia station. Yes, we not get no fire engine at Cambia. Not to cars, we not get. Cambia not get fire engine.
But station day engine now we
do sensitization. The officer that we do in a sensitization activities they do. And the same thing they happen with Ujong. And the same thing they happen with Kabbalah. We get that station here, we not get fire engines yet. And that make actually say we did not try to get additional fire engines. Right, we not get all. And I want to make while I close, Mr. Minister, I want you able to know for say last year, country way past week, California get fire, and it take them close to 3 weeks. And fire will all be the follow. Close to 3 weeks for able to put that fire down. Inside Sierra Leone, the National Fire Force able for save the State House of the Republic in 4 hours. All the 4 hours. It might even take me a day. We able to bring that fire day under control. I think that are some of the benchmark there. You ask me about what you say we slow for bringing a fire. Just look at Freetown. The road then, million business now for protect life and property. So when I come out at the fire station at breakneck speed, when I dey go, I dey make sure say the motorcar them waiting at the road. I therefore the balance them. The human and vehicular traffic at the road, I therefore balance them. Some area they at this storm where now we call impassable road. Go down Akube, get fire at Akube. It take me more than 1 hour for even reach down. Go right up the hill. Some side and the way we do disaster management and we don't holler so till we don't tire. Waiting make una dey continue for billion that we go to know the emergency service not be able for good. Yes, I will tell you now we not get all the fire engines we want. I will tell you now we not even get fire helicopter. We not get fire. Even the motorcar where the chief officer they ride. Now all one we I can always provoke Mr. Minister say that motorcar I will get for commander and you. President can change to you. But then with all the limited capacity, the fire force don't stand tall In then days here. In then few days here no more, Mr. Minister. When we come out in a state house, the very day we come out in a state house. Now we wash go then a Shalima. That very night,
yes,
Shalima is on fire.
Yeah.
We go there now at Talu. That very the next day, early morning, the next day, we didn't check sample keke compound. Instead of another fire. Limba corner, now another fire. This morning, now 34 minutes. The final day I come out. I change the clothes way I wear because I'm not for cancer in fire combat. I therefore change for you for which this particular program. So
thank
the final person we know the arrest.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I just come back to you, sir, because we don't run out of time. I really want to keep this very short. I want direct answers now. 34 updates. I want to let you give me the 34 updates. This advice on fire incidents. Any additional idea about the cause of the fire incident that you report so we don't have to know what they are. And the main question in that day. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, and thank you, colleagues. For the 34 incidents, this morning around 6 o'clock in the morning, we received calls saying 34 day by fire. In fact, we marshal, not when the talk say only for State House, we marshal 5 new fire engines that they washed all at 34 this morning. Yeah, and we able to forward that fire in less than 2 hours. And we realized for say that fire in our other fire we don't get nothing for good electricity. In fact, now in we are house, now store outside they can keep material and whenever they get emergency, like for example, you get Ebola, you get smallpox, the military want for to assist the civil population and inside that story, and then they put them, build them, put them other alpha material they use. That particular thing, they did not get one electrical wire with it, not to anything to do with electricity. On the contrary, we realize say fire began very close, burning fire, you get radiant heat way before enter into the building. So that is the update for 34. In terms of the fire for last year and this year, I will tell you say from which we don't get so far. This year we don't get an increased number of fires. Comparatively, when you look at the number of months, the month that when the fire did. Advice to Sierra Leonean and the cause of the fire, probably I'll just need for taking the two together because it's the same. The common cause, you don't say, if I'm not able to call one by one this host and this fire, but I will tell you the common cause. Common cause of fires in this country get for you with carelessness. People them, we waiting at the east. We already know sin and report them with rely back. Some man they even left the kitchen. They go begin cooking at the veranda. Sometimes when stranger they come move the cold pot from the veranda to the parlor and inside the room. Yeah. So if you believe for take combustible material into your premise, then you'll be ready for that kind of situation again. You get people then inside the city and other parts of the country where left the electrical appliance on. They're not, some man not even outside the switch key. You get ACU, you get bulb, even this bulb in there, so it's going to go all this in there. If you left them on continuously, so till it become heated up, everything gets what you call an ignition point. When you begin for heat and heat and heat, so till you reach the ignition point of that material, then of course that material will come into fire. Yeah. So we all get ignition point. Yeah. This bad housekeeping, you're gonna solve housekeeping people that will get things they will not want again. Now on top of the attic they put them. Man they go full up the attic. You know what they happen? Radiant heat they come out and the sun they continue for one on top of the panel. And you get what you call spontaneous ignition. We not get anything for root any other thing, but then just like how you get that bomb and fire, not your person they put again. Or because Totibo Kude, you get what you call spontaneous ignition when you take place. You get bushfires there. Minister will explain to now how bushfire and a very good firefighter, so I'm not going to explain that anymore. But bushfire necessarily take place. You get electricity or electrical fires. The other car will say, something can come, you will get rise and fall in current. We very few times we don't notice that. But then the most important thing, the people that when they use electricity inside this country, they always therefore rely on cheap electrical appliances, especially the extension they will take for connect. I mean, you can imagine somebody gets one poor extension, he connects in one connects fridge, he connect television, he connect this, he connect that, and then you can connect electrical. But you want an extension, and you know, according to the science, we go to called catch-up law. This plus this plus this plus this, it will always result to this. Fire na a reaction. Once you get the correct temperature, you get the material with the burn, what they call the combustible material. You get the heat source, and then you get oxygen. Once them treat the day, you able to put them in the correct combination. Fire must take place. Yeah? So, my advice to Solomon and to we all, especially when you work, or even when you work, we host them and the place of an office they go within. If I come out my office, disconnect all your electrical appliances. Not even wait for somebody where they will call say this person an estate officer. Me your office where are they? Light go 1 minute at your time. And they come out my office, they call they come out for Canada, may one whole office day off. Yeah? So you do that. Those are the common advice we I will give to Sierra Leoneans. Then probably I will end up with one thing. Say, when una hear the fire engine in alarm don't come, you are gonna give away. Exactly. Because now another source for the slowness. Yeah. I'm not going to bang that in down to cover them before. Definitely I will not do that. And for try for negotiate and they slow the time. And other person they per weeks. Now in your corner for make a go and go ever. So all the one you use to go. When we are in this area, we will give away so that we get easy access to the fire.
Thank you so much, sir.